Good morning, America. Welcome to Team America. Numbers are piling up as we're getting closer to Presidential Day, right? Let's drink together. This is actually take two because on the previous take I choked on my coffee, but didn't want to do that and I blew 15 seconds. Anyway, heroes. We all have them, or we've had them, you know. I was raised in Texas, and my dad and my brothers made sure that, you know, if I didn't watch a John Wayne movie every Sunday, I was watching the Cowboys play. And so I was a Cowboys fan. Bob Lilly, Ed Too Tall Jones, Roger Staubach, you know. I could go on and on with names, and they're all heroes to me. Heroes. Big time heroes. And I used to watch wrestling. Big time wrestling follower. Basketball, football, tennis. You know, I was a big sports enthusiast when I was young. When I was in high school, played sports, all the sports, track, field, you know, you name it, I did it. Basketball, football. But as I got older and I had my kids, all that stuff just wasn't important anymore. Didn't really watch a whole lot. Not until the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl again with Troy Aikman. And, you know, Troy Aikman kind of became a hero with me, and another hero, you know. And you had Irving, and doesn't matter. Anyway, heroes are a big part of life. And, you know, it's a foundation for building yourself. And my kids all have heroes themselves. And one of the heroes that they all laugh about even today is that we can all sit around and watch a John Wayne movie because they've watched them all with me and they know them by heart, that we've watched them so many times. So John Wayne, his legend as a hero will never be broken in my family that I can foresee. But Troy Aikman was not their hero. He was my hero, because that was the last of the years that I actually watched any kind of sports, was during the time of the 90s. And just recently, Troy Aikman did something really fucking stupid, because he's Troy Aikman. And he questioned why there was a flyover and why they were having a flyover at a football game. And he said that the Harris-Biden, you know, if they make it into the presidency, that they're going to do away with all that. Well, he just happened to be talking about the flybys of the missing man formation, of whether they're Air Force, Navy, doesn't matter, the jets that fly over and, you know, do the big show. And I can kind of see, you know, it's funny, but I can kind of see where he was getting at. There was hardly anybody in the stadium. You know, they're wasting a bunch of fuel, you know, all that good talk. But that's like saying, why do we have flyovers in Florida? And, you know, we're in California, we don't see them, so we might as well have them. That's probably the stupidest thing that Troy Aikman could have ever said. And to say that, you know, well, you know, and then Biden and Harris get in there, that stuff's going to come to a stop. You know, it's kind of like, oh, so it's Trump's fault again. So now my hero is a supporter of the Democratic Party and the lunacy of Biden and Harris, or Harris and Biden, like he put it. Because, see, Democrats know that if Biden does win, that Harris becomes the president. That's a scary thought. And not because she's a woman, but because it's been planned that way. And I don't think the Democrats are really ready for it. I really don't. And like I said, it's not the woman issue. It's that Biden is slowly losing his mind. He's slowly degrading as a human being and can't even hold a conversation with anybody. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. And they're getting ready to have a debate tomorrow. And they put him in a hole. They keep saying that he's in the basement, and he is in a basement. They put him in a basement for 2 or 3 days to rest and prepare, because it takes that much energy for him to speak out and he's going up against Trump, and now they're going to have mics that are actually muting when they're not talking, which is a great idea because this is where Trump needs to actually stand there. Like I said, like I said back in the couple of first or second video, I said Trump should just stand there, cross his arms like this, and just look over at Biden as Biden talks. And when Biden's done, and the camera shifts over to him, he goes, "I yield the floor back to that old man over there," and just let him go. Because about a week ago, a little bit over a week, a young African-American black student asked Biden a simple question, and Biden took off on a tangent about how black people need to start making more money, how they need to make millions, and how the government needs to bring in millions so black people can make millions. Think about that. This is the idiot that some of you have voted for, that black people need to make millions through our government, because if our government makes millions, they can share the wealth. No. Now, Pelosi's already proving that she doesn't want to do these stimulus checks to anybody. If they don't come to us first. If stimulus checks are given to us first, nobody gets them. That's what she said. My constituents, they want their checks first, and everybody else will get their. You know, these are great leaders in the Democratic Party, and there are people that really love these people. Man, what kind of world did I wake up into one morning and realize that this whole planet's going to shit, and it's all the Democrats that are making a big fucking deal. They really make it feel like since Trump's been in office, that this whole country's fallen apart, and it's not. Not even 9 months ago, before this whole COVID bullshit came out, we were doing great. The country was making money, everyone was working, people were traveling, everyone was taking planes. It was impossible to get a plane ticket to go anywhere because everybody was traveling and flying. And when COVID hit, anybody can get a plane ticket now. Those should be, markers of success. The last 3 years, all the money that the United States has been making, people have been going on cruises, people making trips around the world. Can't do that now. And it isn't Trump's fault, even though Trump tried to stop the whole thing. And everybody's like, well, he really shouldn't do that because, he's racist and he doesn't like Chinese people or any orientation people of that matter. Did he really? He doesn't like Mexicans. He doesn't like anybody from South America, because he won't let any of those people from the caravan in. I wouldn't have not let any of those people in the caravan in either. And I think if anything that Trump should have done, he should have really made a deal with Mexico to turn those people around. It doesn't have to be money either. He could have made a really good deal with Mexico and say, hey, if you turn those people around, we're going to hook you up. We're going to give you something that you've never had before. And Mexico's going to be like, what? We're going to do away with all the cartels overnight. Yeah. Turn those caravans around. Man, caravans would have been turned around. The cartel would have been like, what the hell? But it would have been tough, because during Obama's administration, that one idiot gave him all those weapons and Operation Fast and Furious, and gave him all those untraceable weapons. And that's why I think Trump wants to go after them next. I think that's where our next war should be, Central America, taking out the cartels. All of them. All of them. All of them. That should be the next war. If you agree with me, grab your cup, drink a little bit. If I show up missing tomorrow, you don't see my show because I've been kidnapped and my head's been cut off. We all know it was the cartel, right? Could have been Antifa. I don't think I even brought him up in this. Could have been Troy Aikman. That asshole only lives a few hours from me. But yeah, Troy Aikman, you're an asshole. And if you're watching this video, which I doubt, because you're way up there and I'm still way down here, you're an asshole, and I would tell you you're an asshole in front of your face, well, I'd have to look down at you like this. But I would. And I'd say some really cruel things to him, but things that I'll say for him if he tries to give me a call. So anyway, for Team America today, have a beautiful Wednesday. Smile that big smile. You got to smile. Smile. Come on, smile. Look at your partners and say, hey, I learned something today about the NFL. Oh, I was supposed to talk about marshmallows, wasn't I? But I've already covered that in another video back when it was on Facebook, so I'm not going to do it here. So anyway, but for Team America, this is Dave signing off. Have a great day and smile. Have a great day.